Assalamu alaikum, everyone. This is Muhammad Ali Abid, roll number 230, starting with the presentation of batch 15. First of all, I'd like to express our sincerest gratitude to our worthy supervisors for granting us this opportunity and the means to step on what could very well be the first step towards a research-oriented future for many of us in this batch. We are entirely thankful to you for your guidance and support. Now, without further ado, I would first of all start by presenting that the roll numbers presenting this presentation are from 86 to 90 and 232 to 34. And the topic of our presentation, the topic of our research paper is to text or not to text, self-perception of text message dependency. Self-perception of text message dependency among university students of Pakistan and its relation to stress. Now, I'll be presenting the abstract of our research paper. As you all know that mobile phones have become a great part of our daily lives. And with that, there has come a storm of text messaging, especially among the adolescents and the young. And personally speaking, I think I have a screen time of about 10 hours a day. And we were trying to figure out how much time of that the youth actually is trying to spend texting their peers, their colleagues, or on the internet, especially texting, not just surfing the net, but texting other people. So it was specified in that way. And also we were trying to communicate how it would affect their stress levels according to them. So the objective of this paper was to determine whether there was any correlation between self-perception of text message dependency, that is, if a person feels that they are dependent too much on their text, and the stress that they are feeling in the past 30 days or so, according to the perceived stress scale, especially among the university students in Pakistan. The methods that we adopted for this research paper was that we developed a questionnaire according to the STDS, and this stands for self-perception of text message dependency scale, and PSS, which is the perceived stress scale, in the form of an online Google form, which was spread among our peers in different universities. And we got the participants, about 393 participants, to enroll in the program and fill the form so that we could move on towards the analysis and the result part of this. Now, as the data gathering process was completed, we moved on to the analysis part, and the analysis showed some pretty interesting effects. We realized that the regression analysis yielded that there were two parameters which were especially significant when it came with PSS, and which were positively impacting the stress level of the university students in Pakistan. The p-values of them were significant, while the other 13 of those parameters were not quite significant. The p-values were not significant. So from that, we concluded that the students who send text messages while engaging in conversation, who are engaged in the mobile phones while they're talking to someone, their parents, as we have all seen people communicating on the dinner table or in the classroom, even during the lectures, and the students who often check their mailboxes to see if they have new notifications of new text messages or from other notifications. There are so many social media sites, Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram these days, etc. They were more likely to suffer from stress. Thank you.
My name is Mariam Chaudhary, roll number 88. I am going to present introduction. In our digitalized world, mode of communication has shifted to text messaging, abbreviated as TM, rather than in-person communication. It has increased with the emerging technologies, the advancements in handheld gadgets such as mobile phones. It is now a part of people's daily life. Along with many advantages, it has some risks. One of the important risks is problematic text messaging, abbreviated as PTM. We define it as development of text messaging into a behavioral addiction, which has profound physical and mental problems. Some researchers indicate the physical problems include tiredness, mental problems include depression, insomnia. Along with this, use of text messaging in inappropriate places like while driving or walking has resulted in increase in incidents of traffic accidents. So how do we assess PTM? One of the most frequently used questionnaires to assess the effects of PTM is STDS that we have used in our research. It is a scale that was developed in 2008. It measures how people perceive their use of text messaging. It judges the issue of problematic text messaging from three-dimensional approach. First one is emotional reaction, ER. Second one is excessive use, EU. And the third one is relationship maintenance, RM. ER dimension is used to assess the preoccupation with text messaging. Excessive use dimension is used to assess how excessively the person is dependent on text messaging. And the third dimension, which is relationship maintenance, is used to judge the strain that the subject feels that not texting would impose on their relationships, and whether being away from text messaging can cause like different breakdown of relationships. Talking about the rationale of our research, STDS yet has not been validated in the setting of Pakistan. And this research paper seeks to test its validity in Pakistan, and especially its correlation with the perceived stress scale. Perceived stress scale, PSS, is basically a psychological instrument most commonly used to assess the perception of stress in individuals, which assess how a person has felt due to their life in the past month. Stress is one of the most important and major themes in modern day psychiatry, and it has been defined as any situation in which an organism is unable to respond appropriately to the demands that its environment places on it. Both the scales that are used in our research, that is STDS and PSS, are based on the self perception of the individual about their text messaging. And this paper will be able to relate PTM with stress among undergraduate university students, and what contribution our research can make. It is that the establishment of correlation will lead to the development of appropriate measures so that problematic text messaging and the resulting stress can be prevented in the students. Thank you.
This is Marsh Fatma, roll number 90. The next section is about the material. The next section is about the materials and method. So basically, our study was a multi-center cross-sectional study. And what we did is we designed a Google questionnaire and we distributed it via snowball sampling technique. We used the different modes of communication via WhatsApp, Facebook, email, and the messenger, and we sent out the Google form to our friends, our family, and the people we know, and then we asked them to hand it over to like the further people, basically employing the snowball sampling technique to collect the data and all. So the study was basically designed in different universities of Punjab, and the study took place from the 1st of July to 31st of October. We used the given below the sample size calculator to calculate the sample size, and our sample size obtained was 384, and the sampling technique employed was snowball sampling.
I am Muhammad Anas Nayyar, roll number 232. So moving on to the selection criteria, the inclusion and exclusion criteria determine which members of the target population can or cannot participate in a research study. So we use the following parameters for the inclusion criteria. Age, students who were older than 18 years were included. Level of education, students who were enrolled in various universities in the area of Punjab. And the usage of text messaging apps, for example, WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook Messenger, Telegram, and Twitter Messenger. Those students who use these apps frequently were included in the study. The following parameters were also used to exclude the other participants. Students who were younger than the age 18 years were excluded from the studies. the level of education of the students must be that they were involved in the that they were enrolled in university excluded from the study. Thank you.